kids, it's Miss Stacy. Today in my kitchen I'm going to make some Bran muffins. They're muffins that remind me of the muffins from the book, If You Give a Moose a Muffin. First I need 1 1/4 cups of flour. Here's my flour. This is 1 cup. 1 cup, and now I need 1/4 cup. This is 1/4 of a cup. 4/4 of a cup fit inside 1 cup. So this is 4 times bigger than this. 1 cup, 1/4 cup. There it is. So that makes 1 1/4 cups inside my bowl. Next I need 1/2 cup of sugar. This is 1/2 cup. Shake, make sure it's flat. I'll give it a little stir with my whisk. Next I need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Oh, the biggest one is a tablespoon. That's how much baking powder I need. There's a ledge inside there that I scrape it off on. Scrape. So that's 1 tablespoon baking powder. Next I need 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So the biggest one is a tablespoon, then I have 1/2 tablespoon, then I have, this is a teaspoon. This one is 1/2 teaspoon. Now this size is 1/4 of a teaspoon. Do you remember what a quarter means? That means 4 of them can fit inside 1. So I already used the measurement for 1/4 of a cup. Now this measurement is 1/4 of a teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There we go. In it goes. There it is. Stir it with my whisk. Sped up video. Now it says in a large mixing bowl, and I'm going to use the bowl attached to my mixer, combine the Kellogg's All Bran cereal and milk. So it's going to be 2 cups of the cereal and 1 1/4 cups of the milk. So let's measure out the cereal. Now this is a measuring cup for liquids, but also it'll be good for measuring out this cereal even though it's a solid. Oh, I only have that much left in my bag, but I have a whole other box of cereal, so that's good. More cereal. So there was about 1 cup left in that other box. So here's another cup. This measuring cup is for 2 cups. There, so that's 2 cups of cereal. And now I need 1 1/4 cup of milk. Oh, first I'll put this cereal right into my big mixing bowl. Then I can use this measuring cup again. Let's see if you can see inside. Now you can see the numbers over on this side, that's for ounces. And the numbers on this side, the number 1, that means 1 cup. Number 2, that means 2 cups. And then it has like these number/number. Those are for parts of a cup. Like I talked about quarters. 1/4 is how we represent 1/4. So anyway, I'm going to fill it up with milk to the 1, and then past that to the 1/4, which means 1/4, and that is 1 1/4 cups of milk. Set it down on the counter and make sure, yep, that looks about right. Now I need to combine the milk into the cereal. I need to stir it with a spoon. And the directions say to wait for 2 minutes. The milk needs to soak into the cereal and get that cereal really soft. I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is the cereal and milk inside my big mixing bowl. Okay, right now I'm waiting for this, for the milk to soak into the cereal. So this is my muffin pan, and I have these like cupcake cups. The recipe says that I can spray these with a nonstick spray, which is like oil in a spray bottle. But since I already have these cupcake cups, I'm going to use those instead. They make it a little bit easier to clean up. You don't have to scrub the pan so much when you go to wash dishes. And I think it also makes it easy to take the muffins. You can just keep the little paper cup on your muffin when you're storing it. You can pop the whole thing, paper cup it all, into a little baggie. There you go. Let's count how many spaces I have for muffins in this pan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is a pan for 12 muffins or cupcakes. The cereal has been soaking in the milk. The next step in my recipe says to add the egg and oil to my cereal and milk. Just 1 egg. If you watched my cake video, you'll know that I'm gonna hit this on my countertop, which is hard. I'm not going to hit it as hard as I can. If I smashed this down as hard as I can, it would make a big, huge mess. It would not be at all usable. So, but I can't hit it too lightly. Here, let me show you. I'll just use this because it's hard. I can't hit it too lightly. Let me show you. I'm hitting it lightly and it's not breaking. So I have to hit it hard enough to break it, but not so hard that I smash it and make a huge mess. It takes some practice, but I've lived a lot of years and I've been baking since I was your age. When I was your age, my dad used to make sugar cookies and he would let me and my sister help out. So I've been doing this a long, long time, so I've had plenty of practice. That's why I'm pretty good at breaking eggs. So I still make mistakes though. If I get some eggshell in there, I'll have to grab a spoon and fish it out. All right, let's go. There's the broken part. I'm gonna stick my thumbs in the broken part and pull the eggshell apart. The egg fell into my bowl and the eggshell stayed here, so there's none in there. Perfect. And I need 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. I'll show you. I'm gonna pour it and then I'll show you. The milk I used was 1 1/4, but the oil I'm using is just 1/4. So that's how much is 1/4, just about. And in it goes. And now it says to beat it well. I have to, well, first I'm gonna stir it. Gooey gooey. Here, I'll show you. Here it is. This is the cereal, milk, egg, and oil. And it's time to mix it with the mixer now. So there's the paddle. This hole goes onto the stem. And I love my mixer. It's a great tool. I put it down. This part is a lock. It just goes lock and then turn it on. Make it go a little faster. Might as well show you what it's doing in there. I made the mixer go faster than what I did for when I was making cake. It's really fast, right? All right, it's probably beaten well enough now. Now it's time to add the flour mixture. And it says here, stir it until it's just only combined. That means I did all of the lots of beating already, and now I'm not supposed to beat it very much. As as I get these very dry ingredients in there. So I'll do it a little bit at a time, but not too much beating. Show you. Okay, so that's after a little bit of flour, and here's a little bit more of the flour, baking powder, salt mixture. So we'll put that down, lock, stir. There it goes. Okay, done. Unlock, open, and it's got, we only have a little bit more flour left to put. Okay, and down, lock, mix. Okay, it's all done. Sort of scrape it, because I want to bring this bowl over to where I prepared that pan. I tilted my camera this way so that you can see my muffin tin. So sorry my face won't be in it. But here I go to put big spoonfuls of my muffin mix in my muffin tin. Now the recipe said to use 12, and 12 is how many I have, so it should be just enough to fill up every piece, every cupcake holder. I'm gonna put it on fast forward. I filled up my muffin cups, my cupcake holders, but look, I made a little mess. I'm gonna take a wet paper towel and clean up the pan just a little bit, so those bits that are sort of fallen onto the sides don't make really big burned parts that are gonna be hard to scrub later. I'll just sort of push that. Everybody makes a mess once in a while, especially when we cook and we bake. There's a lot of cleanup to do. Okay. So it's ready to go in the oven. Muffins. Okay, I'm gonna do the timer on my microwave. Timer, 20, no seconds, and start. 20 minutes later. Time to take them out. Ooh, that's hot. So I have my oven mitt to help me touch this without burning myself. That's what an oven mitt is for. And oops. And I'll set them there. If you give a moose a muffin, he'll want some jam to go with it. But you know what? If you give Miss Stacy a muffin, she's gonna want some tea to go with it. For a pot this size, I'm gonna use 2 tea bags. Here's my second tea bag. Tea bag goes inside, string hangs out. I'm going to put very hot water, but it's not quite boiling. I don't want to ruin the oolong. Oolong is a delicate tea, like green tea. All right, pour it in. But you can see the steam coming out. It's almost boiling. All right. Now I'm gonna put on my timer for 3 minutes, and then the tea bags can come out. And I'm going to take out the tea bags. Here, I'll show you. Let me show you my favorite mug. It's a kitty cat. This mug used to belong to my grandma, and I love cats. So that's why it's my favorite. And here I go, cup of oolong tea, a mug of oolong tea. It smells good. I'm gonna eat mine plain. and just enjoy it with my tea. It smells like all Bran, like that cereal. It's good. It's a little bit sweet because it has some sugar in it. But it's not too sweet. I really like it. Let's see if my tea is cool enough to sip. It's hot, but it's delicious. So, that's my Bran muffins. Thanks for watching, kids. Bye-bye.